Hi, I'm going to make roasted broccoli. Now, broccoli is a good low-carb vegetable, but oftentimes when I was growing up, we had it boiled, we had it steamed, we had it roasted, or not roasted, we had it mushy. I don't like mushy broccoli, and although it has a great flavor when you roast it or when you use it in things, it's a really good low-carb vegetable, and I do a lot with it. I use it quite a bit. But to roast it, we're going to throw it in the oven. But we're not going to throw it in there alone. We're going to put this liquid gold on top of it. This is about 2 tablespoons of warmed bacon fat. Yes, I save my bacon fat, so whenever we bake our bacon in the oven, I save it. We keep it in an old pickle jar by the cooktop. You've probably seen it if you watched any of my videos. You've probably seen me with it. I poured that over the broccoli. I'm going to also do some peppers. Some salt. This is salt. Just some, with that. That's loose. Let me see if I can fix it. Okay. This is just sea salt that I'm using. And then I'm going to do some fresh pepper with it. And I just poured it over. We're going to toss it in this bowl, and then we're going to lay it out on the baking tray. My oven is preheating to 375 degrees, and that's about all there is to it. Now, roasted broccoli has just a nice flavor. I let it roast until it gets kind of brown, almost black on the tips. After I toss this, I'll put a little more salt and pepper. But I let it go, and so it doesn't get mushy. It gets more tender, but it gets those brown parts that really deepen the flavor. So I really like roasted broccoli. Now, you don't want to put too much bacon fat. And I have made it so I just tossed it all in the pan. I'm putting it in the bowl to try to get the oil to coat it a little more evenly. You don't want to drown it in oil because then it will be mushy and greasy. And I love bacon fat, but too much of a good thing can be too much. All right, we're just going to throw it out here. And you can see kind of the shape I have, getting all the good broccoli in the bottom and with the fat. You can see kind of the shape of the broccoli I have. I have relatively big pieces. You want to lay it out on a single layer as best you can because you want it all to roast. Now, ovens are going to vary. My oven is going to go, this goes usually 15 to 20 minutes. This broccoli's been in the fridge, so that makes an impact too. And then when we get it out, I can show you a couple of neat things that you can do with roasted broccoli, and even tell you a little bit about a restaurant hack. So our broccoli is out of the oven, and I know that you can't see it, but it's tender and it's browned on the ends. And it just looks like kind of dying trees, I guess. That's a little brown. I'm going to put a layer of the broccoli in a more shallow oven-proof container. I just love this little container. And you can serve it just like this. Now you can taste it and make sure it's got enough seasonings. You could put garlic, you could put all kinds of seasonings in it. What you want to do now, like I said, you can serve it just like this. It's going to have a lot of flavor. It's got that great fat from the bacon fat. And you can serve it just as it is, or you can do something really special with it. Have you ever had a loaded baked potato, like at your favorite steakhouse? You know, they take a baked potato, which is very high carb, and we're not going to eat on a low carb diet. They split it open, they put butter, and they put cheese and sour cream and bacon, and sometimes green onions. Well, we're going to do loaded potato with this. So we roasted our broccoli, and here's a little trick. Now it's still warm. You can take your cheese, and I've just got grated cheese that grated at home so that there's no starches added to the cheese. A lot of the ones that you buy already grated have food starches so that it won't stick together. But sprinkle your cheese over it, and it's hot, so it's starting to melt just a little bit. Sprinkle some bacon, some chopped up bacon. And then when you serve it, you can add some sour cream or creme fraiche. I missed the bowl, didn't I? You can add sour cream or creme fraiche. And this makes a fantastic side. We've added some protein and fat with the cheese. We've got great fat with the bacon fat. And then we're going to add some fresh sour cream on it when we put it on our plates. If it's cooled down and it hasn't melted, you can just put this whole thing in the oven. So roasted broccoli that you can eat just as it is, or loaded roasted broccoli. Either is a great low carb side. If you go out to dinner and you get your great steak at your favorite restaurant, if they have steamed broccoli on the menu and they have loaded potato option, ask them if they can do loaded broccoli for you with cheese, bacon, and sour cream. They may say there's an upcharge, and you say, no problem, and enjoy it. I hope that if you make roasted broccoli, that you enjoy it as much as we do.